Ladies and gentlemen, James Lane here, and the bloodthirsty left and the Democrat socialists are drooling. They're foaming at the mouth. They're chattering their teeth. They are hungry for meat. They are thirsty, ladies and gentlemen. They are thirsty for blood. So thirsty, in fact, so thirsty, so enabled that in broad daylight, Roger Stone's wife was attacked and assaulted and hospitalized by a leftist maniac. The rumors are true, ladies and gentlemen. It did happen. It is verified, and we're going to tell you all about it next. Ladies and gentlemen, James Lane here, and man, oh man, what a crazy time we're going into. I know the news is all over the place. It's kind of difficult to hear what's going on with social media being the way it is and Parler being down still. Gab and CloudHub are speeding up. They are getting better. I'm learning how to use those platforms, though. I'll be honest, I'm still not posting as much as I would like. That's all right, though. We'll get it figured out. We'll make it work. We will get the production up and through the roof. It's not easy, but that's all right. We'll figure it out. Folks, thank you again so much for your donations. The audio interface with my computer was crapping out, and now we have this lovely professional control panel here, this mixer, this captain's station, if you will. Folks, it's nice. And in fact, you're going to laugh at me. I look like I'm hunching over. And that's because I'm trying to untrain myself because I have such good equipment here now. And that's all because of you guys. Thank you so much. But because I have such good equipment here, I can actually lean back and sit up straight and talk to you guys. You can see my face is not covered by this big microphone. You know, that's probably why so many of you are following me, because you can't see my face. You're going to give me all these emails. I'm going to check my inbox and it's going to be like, James, we love your show. Your voice sounds great. We want everything the same. Just do us a favor. Lift that microphone up so we don't have to see that ugly mug of yours. Don't send me that email. Don't you dare send me that email. Listen, folks. We're living in some screwed up times. All right. Things didn't go quite the way we thought, but that's all right. That's all right, because on the way to civilian life for a little bit of time before he runs again in 2024, Donald Trump is going to light some barn fires, figuratively, for any of you crazy people out there that think everything is violence. I'm making an analogy or a figurative speech, whatever you want to call it, all right? What I'm saying when I say Trump is lighting some fires, what I'm getting at, that's probably not the best choice of words, but, you know, I'm famous for putting my own foot in my mouth, so whatever. What I'm getting at, the main gist is that Trump is going to pardon some folks. I think we're going to get an Assange pardon. I think we're going to get what we're looking for with some unexpected pardons, possibly. And I think that he's going to keep declassifying documents. He just declassified all of the Russia collusion. And that's probably going to be another video I do. But he declassified it. We're going to start seeing trickles of that this Friday. Folks, I think that maybe, just maybe, all this needs to happen. Look at it from a different perspective, all right? I know everybody, including myself, wishes that Donald Trump pulled this off. And you know what? I'll give some of you folks that are still out there getting the tabloids, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt, all right? I'll eat my words, and I'll eat crow, and I will cheer with you. If he figured out the loophole, the thing, if he exposes it all and they go down and get arrested, I mean, that would be fantastic. All right. But, you know, if it doesn't happen, it is what it is. It's not the end of the day. And I say that only because of this. I think that what's going on now with everybody overplaying their hand with the censorship from Jack Dorsey, from Zuckerberg, from Amazon, from all of these folks, with the double standard, the hypocrisy, and the crimes, especially if Trump appoints some special counsel for crackhead Hunter there, some special counsel for voter fraud. If he does that, which I think he's gonna, I think that this power trip, this Marxist steam engine that's headed straight towards oblivion, I think it might run into a wall. I think that they're going to wake more people up than we ever could. I think, and only because I see it. I see people waking up, even in the last, just because, listen, think of this. Trump was kicked off of Twitter, right? Suspended off of Facebook, all these different things, Shopify, everything. And it was reported, what, $51-52 billion in loss, in value loss in just what, the last couple days, not even a day or two? That's a big message that hits people's pocketbooks, that wakes people up, folks. So don't be so downtrodden. There are ways to do this through peaceful organization, through standing up for ourselves, through opening our mouths, using the First Amendment, through Trump building a network, Trump building his own social media. I think Trump could definitely take on big tech and social media. Well, social media, big tech, I guess. What am I trying to say here? And also the news, the fake news. You know what I'm saying? The mainstream media. There we go. Brain fart. Brain fart, guys. That's what happens when you work all day, wake up at 3 a.m. Listen. I think you all know how that goes, because we are the hardworking people of this country. And the hardworking people of this country aren't going to accept a crappy segue. They're going to accept a good segue. And a good segue says that the hardworking people of America recognize evil when they see it, and it is evil to attack a lady walking her dog because of your feelings about politics, you dumb people. Not you people. Not you people. I'm saying you dumb people as the dumb people that are attacking ladies that are walking their dogs. So here we see this article, folks. Roger Stone there on my right and his wife on my left. And, well, I guess it's your right, your left, whatever. We're not going to get into mirrors, okay? I'm looking at multiple screens here that you can't see that have the same picture on it. Sometimes it's confusing. Sometimes it's mirror imaged in another screen. You're like, what? Where am I? Oh, I got audio going up top. I have 3 screens here. One of these days, I'm going to take the camera and turn it around and show you guys. All right. So don't blame me. All right. Don't blame the messenger. You've heard that expression before. And right now, the messenger is going to take a look at this article. Cassandra Fairbanks, Gateway pundit, Roger Stone's wife, hospitalized after being attacked by leftist goon while walking her dog. Enough chit chat. Let's read. Roger Stone's wife was attacked by a leftist goon while walking her dog in her neighborhood on Thursday. Nydia Stone, I hope that's Nydia. I think it's Nydia, was attacked so viciously she was hospitalized and will require surgery. You don't hear too much about people on the right doing that, do you? Making other people require surgery. You don't hear about that very much. Roger Stone's handicapped wife, beaten badly by deranged leftist man while walking her dog in her own neighborhood and currently in the hospital. The Proud Boys posted this on Telegram, an app that my illiterate, technologically challenged butt is still trying to figure out how to use. Bear with me if anybody's wondering about the American Reveille. All right? We'll get there. Don't worry. According to a report from Big League Politics, they're the guys talking about what's happening with Roger Stone's wife, and obviously transcribed over to Gateway Pundit. Stone's spokesman, Reverend Randy Coggins, said in a statement that the attack took place in front of their home. It's true that Nydia Stone was attacked by a leftist on a bicycle in front of their home. What the hell's, is this a Clockwork Orange? Are we going to start wearing spandex and flipping canes around and going out for a night of the ultra-violence? This is ridiculous. A bicyclist, like they're riding, but think about that. The most I'm not even going to say this with PC terms. Screw it. This is my show. The most effeminate type of manly attack villain ever. I'm out on my bicycle ride, but that looks like the Republican Roger Stone's wife. I'm going to attack. That's how I picture. And that right there, that's not me like rolling a booger like Matthew McConaughey in those Lincoln commercials. No, that's me rolling like I think of like Dick Dastardly, right? And what was that? That cartoon, Dick Dastardly, he had the curly mustache, and he's like, like an evil villain, and he had that dog, Muttley, I think. The dog would do that. He'd be like, it was, anyway, don't judge me. It's a bicycle villain, all right? I write these shows, I make these shows, most of them I don't even write anymore. So you can imagine what I have to do and where I have to go mentally to be able to pull this off, all right? So don't judge me. Don't you dare judge me. I feel it. Don't you judge me. Anyway, look at this. A leftist bicycle terrorist, a leftist bicycle villain, a villainous bicycle attack in front of their home. And she was already convalescing from a very bad dog bite sustained the week before. All right. This was reported to Broward County Animal Control. Folks, I want you to know something. I am from Broward County, Florida. That is my old stomping grounds. And there are people that will attack you on bicycles, and there are people that will attack you in Jettas. And they have the little spoilers on the back and rims, and they're lowered. And no, I'm just kidding. I know some people. Anyway, her injury will require surgery. And you know what? I can't believe I have to say this. All right. When I grew up in that area and people drove those cars, the Jettas, the Dodge Probes, the Honda Civics, you know what I'm talking about. Somebody's going to call me out and say that's a race thing. That has nothing to do with race. All right. That has nothing to do with race, because most of the people who drove those were trashy white people like me. All right. So don't even try it. We're getting back to the article before too many people give me thumbs down and send me hate mail for going on too many rants. All right. We're going to start right here from the beginning. We're not going to mention the bicyclist assailant, the spandex smuggler, the Ayatollah of bicycling and beating people up. Folks, we're going to start again. It is true that Nydia Stone was attacked by a leftist on a bicycle in front of their home, and that she was already convalescing from a very bad dog bite that she had sustained the week before, and it was reported to Broward County Animal Control. This reopened a gash in her knee, which required a visit to the emergency room, Coggins said. Her injury is going to require surgery, but she's home. She's doing fine and more angry than she's injured. And I don't blame her. I don't blame her whatsoever. And this isn't going away. Trust me, people from that area are she's going to sue the hell out of somebody. It's amazing. By the way, they said this. It's amazing how many hundreds of thousands of people have inquired with their questions and offered their prayers. The Stone family is grateful, Coggins said. So this is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. People are hurting people in the streets. All right. This doesn't stem from what happened at the Capitol. Don't go there. Don't try to pretend like that's a thing. Don't even think about it. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been going on and escalating for months. And the movement behind the violence was escalating for years. You want to know where this started to come up? Look up Brett Weinstein. Look up Evergreen State College, and you'll get a free preview to what has been happening. All right. And we know a lot of this involves communist China. All right. And their infiltration and the way that they've influenced our school system and other essential systems in our country. All right. There's a whole combination. It's a multi-sided attack. All right. A multi-sided attack. It's ridiculous. We shouldn't have to fear walking our dogs. We shouldn't have to worry that bicycle bandits are going to come beat us with bike locks. I'm not saying that happened to her. That's probably not what happened to her. But he beat her up. She has to get surgery. It's still horrible. I just imagine, if you're going to attack somebody on a bicycle anyway, I just can't believe that's in the, literally. That's Florida. Florida man. That's what this article should say. Florida man and leftist anarchist attacks Roger Stone's lovely and wonderful wife, who is already recovering from a surgery from a dog bite because the left has absolutely no soul. That's basically, but that's okay. Look, Trump pardoned Stone. You know what happened when the FBI went in there and took him for garbage. Listen. He pardoned him. He saved his life. And, I'm going to throw a little something else at the end here because I saw this and it made me very happy. Look, Trump has more pardons ready to go and plans to appoint special counsel to investigate crackhead Hunter Biden and Dominion voting machines. Look, we're going to get the last laugh here. All right. So lefties, you want to keep attacking us. You want to send your crazy people. You want to send your crazy people to hurt people. Literally ride a bicycle down the street. What was he looking for her? What's wrong with you people? What's wrong with you people? All right. I don't condone violence from anybody, from any side, from anywhere. This is ridiculous. I hope that man goes to prison for at least 10 years. At least 10 years. Why not? Let's throw the book at him. Throw the complete book at him. It pisses me off. It just pisses me off a little. You hear my East Coast come out. You don't want to hear that. It messes up how my voice sounds in the microphone. So I have this thought. All right. I have a theory. I think that Assange is going to get pardoned. I really do. I think he is. I think a couple surprise people might get pardoned. I really do. I think we're going to just have to wait and see who those might be, but I might speculate as it gets a little closer to the 20th. Look, CNBC Washington correspondent Waman Javors reported Thursday that President Trump has a slew of pardons ready to go, as well as plans to appoint special counsels to investigate. I love you, Gateway Pundit, for calling him meth addict Hunter Biden, because everybody else seems to be portraying him as a struggling artist. He is a cracked out meth head, junkie, corrupt. It's worse what he does with China than is his drug problem. It's crazy. I can't even say that, but this is an evil human being. All right, folks, a slew of pardons, meth addict Hunter Biden, and even quite possibly Dominion itself. A former senior administration official tells me that Trump has a slew of pardons. President Trump has a slew of pardons ready to go, as well as executive orders, plans to declassify Ukraine info and appoint special counsel on Hunter Biden and even possibly Dominion voting machines. Unclear which he will do. I think he should bring the walls down and do the whole thing. I've said it before. This might end up being a good thing. I hate to say it. I don't want you to be mad at me for saying that. But this may be a way that none of us thought about, that may hurt a little more. It might not be the easy path that we wanted, but it still may do the job. It still may infect the leftist ideology with too much of a serum of truth to survive. Plain and simple. They say the truth will set us free. I guess we'll see, right? Folks, I really appreciate you hanging out with me. I really appreciate you waiting on me to get some of these videos out. I know I wanted to get more out myself. I had a lot of technical difficulties getting this docking station. I'm going to just keep literally pissing everybody that loves music and does like music production. I'm going to keep pissing them off because I'm just going to keep calling this thing different names than what it is. It's a 12 channel mixer from Mackie. All right. And that's the last time I'm ever going to call it that. All right. So my space pod here, me and my space pod had issues earlier, and it took me a while to get all of this working right. But now we've got it. All right. Now we've got it and we're on a roll. I'm going to try to get another out tonight. Hopefully I can get 3, but most likely 2 is where we'll stop. Do me a favor, guys. If you're on Gab, follow me right now on Gab, American_Reveille. That's that little line that goes down, you know, the line that's under everything. It's not a dash. It's a low dash. All right. Low dash. Now that should be a t-shirt. Low dash. All right. American Low Dash Reveille, Reveille, American Low Dash Reveille on Gab. If you're on CloutHub, I am still at the James Lane on CloutHub. I'll get a Telegram once I can figure it out. All right. I am old. Don't judge me. Don't be mad at me. I'll do the best I can. We'll get it working. Trust me, folks. If you haven't subscribed to Project Underground Railroad yet, go to the website, www.americanreveille.com. Go to the website, americanreveille.com. Sign up for the newsletter. That'll connect you directly to Project Underground Railroad. And that's me trying to get as much information and news out to you as I can in some handy dandy news and links in the mornings throughout the week while Parler is down. All right, folks, if for some reason Parler comes up at any point, follow me there at the James Lane, All right, ladies and gentlemen, do me another favor. If you could, please go to the website, the one I just mentioned before, americanreveille.com. Right now, it's really rough. We are trying to expand our reach as best we can. With Parler, that was our main hub. We had 15,000 people checking out the American Reveille every single day. We don't have that anymore. So we really need your help rebuilding. Right now, we've got about 800, 900 people on the mailing list. We're building slowly, 50, 60, 70, and it's growing every day on CloutHub and on Gab, all kinds of stuff going on, but we need your help. It costs money to do this. It's coming all out of my pocket and from amazing people that are donating. So if you have time, if you have a little extra line around $5, $10, $100, whatever you can spare, do me a favor. Help us fight off this censorship while the right rebuilds their own digital economy. Go to www.americanreveille.com, hit the donate tab, and please donate. Now, if you can't, I understand. Just share this. Tell everybody about this. Get people to get on the mailing list. All right. If they can't, if you can't, if there's a glitch, if there's an error, email me directly, James Lane at americanreveille.com. James Lane at americanreveille.com. You can ask me any questions and you can contribute through that way too. Just let me know what you suggest. If you have any feedback, if you think there's some good ideas floating around that I haven't laid my eyes upon, folks, we've built this together. Grassroots, 100%. No big name sponsors here, not at this point. And if we ever get them, they won't be left wing. I can guarantee you that. So folks, thank you again so much. If you're listening on a platform that gives 5-star ratings, give us a 5-star rating. Please, 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 please. And remember, share. Right now, more than ever, I need you guys to do me this favor. I need you guys to be my digital foot soldiers and pass out the message of the American Reveille. Like I said, social media is down and we are rebuilding as quickly as possible, but we need your help. Thank you again. I appreciate you. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.